Trust Kid Tay, man, we back with another video. Just hit the range this past weekend with the GX4. You know, we clear. You know, and then married and in the chamber. I just put them night sights on there. The XS night sights. You know, not too shabby. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just started carrying the G3C Coyote. So I noticed whenever you hit the at least these night sights, I think most night sights, but whenever you hit it with a pretty bright light, you're pretty much charging it. I don't know what the orange part is, but the orange part it pretty much glow in the dark. You know, I hit it with it for like 25-30 seconds. And it'll be very, very bright. It'll be glowing. Like, let y'all check that out. It doesn't glow for long, but it's pretty cool. You know, it's something, you know. But yeah, them the XS night sights on the GX4. You know, we still clear. But I'm here to talk about the dead trigger issue that a lot of people, you know, say they experience with Taurus GX4s. And I experience it sometimes too. And at first I kind of thought it was because the gun was over lubricated or something. I was like, maybe I'm putting too much lube on the gun or something. But now that I'm really, you know, examining the gun yesterday, I found out it's the actual trigger safety. It's the trigger safety. So pretty much what I learned to do with the GX4, they tell us to pretty much, we shouldn't put too much finger on the trigger because you can pull this way or that way. You know, if you put less finger on the trigger like that, you might pull this way. If you put too much finger on the trigger, you're going to pull to the left. They say we should, you know, have about pretty much to half of pretty much this part of your finger. So just about that much of your finger should be on the actual trigger. But with these, I noticed that you actually should put exactly where that line is on your finger, that first line, on the trigger. Because if you don't, it's clear. If you just do it like this, see, it did it off top. If you do it like that, it's weird. Like, I don't know if the trigger feels that it's not completely decompressed, but you know, it feels it. So still clear. If you put that full finger on there, now watch when I put half that finger, like, you know what I'm saying, just a piece of the finger on there, not the whole finger. It's not gonna, see? So I figured it out yesterday instantly. I'm like, oh, it doesn't, it's a safety mechanism pretty much. If you don't have your full finger on this trigger, that show pretty good. If that full finger, you know what I'm saying, the actual fingernail of your finger isn't on the outside of this finger guard, it's gonna do the dead trigger thing. Damn that every time. I don't know if Taurus know that. You know, they probably should, you know, include that in their brochure or something. See, you do it every time. So now I know, you know what I'm saying? That's why I like to really know my guns, get to know my guns, because you would think something wrong with the trigger. People are saying, oh, it's a dead trigger thing. No, it's like, it's a safety mechanism. Like, some guns, they iffy, they however the fuck you said, you know what I'm saying? They iffy though. So, you know, if you don't have that full finger on the trigger, it ain't gonna go off, bro. You can do it a million times with that full finger on the trigger. Now, if I do it, see, off top, I just reproduced it like 4 times. So now you know how to really fix the dead trigger issue. Full finger on the trigger. You know. And that's how I really like to shoot this one anyway. Like, now I'm gonna try it with just that little piece of finger on it, that little piece. I don't know what it is. I don't know if Taurus really know what's what with that, but that's what it is, man. Gotta have the full finger on this trigger. You got to. If not, it's gonna, I guess it doesn't feel like it's completely decompressed. I don't know. You know, just a kid though, man. Full finger on the trigger, GX4 holders. You know, I hate for you to get in a shootout with it and you think, oh man, it doesn't work. Or I hate for you to buy it and you think it doesn't work. It actually works, bro. It's just, you gotta shoot it a certain way. I don't know. I just reproduced it like 100 times. See, sometimes it do it. Sometimes it do it. I think like if you're gonna hold it like this, you gotta hold like, man, like you really gotta really be pressing on that trigger, and it got a firm wall, so I'm really like putting pounds of pressure on it. See, but so it's iffy. If you do it like how I'm saying do it, it's never gonna do the dead trigger. It's never gonna do it. It's never gonna do it if you put that full finger on it. I don't know if that's how it's meant to actually be shot. And it's weird, like if you get just enough finger on it, it'll do it. It'll fire, but if you got like half, if you only like holding on that much of the actual trigger, you know, you can't even see my finger on the outside of the trigger. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? If you got your full finger in that trigger, you ain't gonna have no problems, man. So I just fixed it free and under a second. I just fixed it and showed you the problems with the GX4 and why the dead trigger thing always happening to a lot of people is because of their trigger placement. Now I got my, my new EDC GX, that's my GXV, G3C Coyote, late line barrel, you already know. 17 round in it for home purposes. It's my night gun, you know what I'm saying? This my when I'm really outside type gun. I got a holster coming for it also there, except the Olight ball, the Mini 2 15 round. It's an I carry, you know what I'm saying? I carry 2 15 rounds, 31 rounds on me. You know what I'm saying? That's why my name on YouTube is Monte 3058. Either I got 30 or I got over 58. You know what I'm saying? Like either or. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we loaded. You in the house with it. We loaded. Y'all check that out. Let me know if y'all like that, man. Late line guide rod, ported barrel. I'm gonna put the same night sights. You know what I'm saying? I got the night sights on my black one. I just switched over the barrel to this one. I was like, man, I wanna spice it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Put a little lime in the coconut and twist it up for the EDC. So I'm gonna put these type of sights on this one. On this one it's just, we clearly don't ever point a live gun at yourself, man. But, you can barely even see, you know what I'm saying, the actual sights. So, we FDE in it. Stay tuned, man. I got a good surprise for my first Glock. All I can say is it's going to be FDE, but it ain't going to be a 19X. But it's going to be FDE, believe that. I love this one, though. I ain't going to lie. That 18+1 setup crazy, like. But yeah, we clear. We clear, We clear. But For these triggers, you can do that. They different triggers, bro. That's all I can tell people. They different triggers. The way they actually feel the trigger, safety, size, it's just different, bro. It's a different trigger. With these, you never had that type of problem. Like never. Like you can put your finger any type of way on this one. It doesn't matter. You can put your finger any type of way on this one. Full finger. It don't really matter. You ain't gonna have no issues with the G3C. That's all I can tell you. You shoot it any type of way. They really American Glocks. But with the GX4, if you ain't got if you ain't got that finger completely on there, bruh, it's gonna do that. Full finger on it. Partial finger on it. It's gonna do the dead trigger because it's something with the, I don't know, when it recoil, it's like we probably let go of it a little bit before it actually go back in the battery, and it puts some type of safety mechanism on it, so it won't shoot pretty much, you know. That's all I can. That's what it is. See, and when I just did it, I kind of felt my finger letting off the trigger safety a little bit before it actually went back in the battery. So then when I try to pull it, it's like the gun think it's empty. So it's a trick. It's a safety mechanism. So to all the people out there, you know, there's nothing wrong with your gun. There's nothing wrong with your GX4. It's perfectly fine. Do not send it back to Taurus. Because they're going to tell you, like, yeah, it's perfectly fine. You're just not honestly shooting it right because they never let us know how to actually shoot it. You know, that's the only downfall to the actual GX4. They don't tell us how to actually use this gun. You know, we just going off trial and error, you know. All guns, you don't shoot them the same. Like, that's really what I'm learning, man. All guns, you do not shoot them the same. Like, so, you know, Just Kid Tay here, man. I'm happy to help anybody with the GX4 quote unquote dead trigger issue. It's really not an issue. It's user error, and people think we be, you know, joking with them when we say, oh man, it's user error, like, and they like, oh no, da 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 da. I seen it happen with other people. It's user error with them too. Like, it's user error, bro. It's not an issue. You know, it's really not an issue. Like, don't waste your time sending your gun to Taurus for them to only tell you it's not an issue. It's user error. You know, unfortunately, all guns are not shot the same. You know, it is what it is, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know if, you know, you can reproduce the same type of errors, malfunctions with your GX4. Let me know if you can produce the same type of malfunctions, and if what I'm saying actually helps out. Putting the full finger on the trigger. Full finger on the trigger, man. And it actually feels like a lighter trigger when you actually put your full finger on the trigger. Like, if I do it like that, like with just the piece, it feels like a heavier trigger. It's weird. It feels heavier. I put my full finger on the trigger and I squeeze. It's a very light trigger. You know, you really gotta break them in my opinion. But they light triggers. I can lightly rack it. And it'll still go off. See what I'm saying? With that little finger on it, that little piece of finger, and I lightly rack it, it might not go off every time. Now I'm putting a lot of pressure on it because I know mentally that's what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in the crunch and I'm just trying to shoot right quick, and I got a little piece of finger on it, I know it might go off. But I'm practicing, you know what I'm saying, putting a little piece of finger on it, making sure I keep that trigger fully decompressed. Whenever you resetting it, that's when it happens. If you ain't got that full finger on it and you resetting the trigger and you let off of it a little bit, I think that's what happens. That's what happens. Cause I just did it. So that's quick and easy fix, man, for the GX4 Toro or the XL Toro, compact non-Toro, XL non-Toro. They all the same, bro. You know. Damn, it actually makes me like the gun even better, man. Even more now. You know, we rocking hollows. They're just some regular Fiochi. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta spend $40 on damn 25 bullets. You know, I never believe in no shit like that, you know. But yeah, man, we GX4 in it. Easy load. People like, oh, it doesn't load right. I think it's you. That's what it'll start to think. If you got a GX4 and you say it's problems, bro, it's user error. Every time now. I'm gonna troll you every time now. It's user error. You know, we load it. I know I love the G3Cs, man. This one, I honestly got to work this barrel in. Not the barrel, the actual slide in, because I'm not going to say it's not in spec, but it's a thousandth of an inch pretty much difference on this barrel compared to like the regular stock barrel. Because when I first put it in, even when I first put it in the black one, the original one, it was real gritty. Like the actual, I'm gonna show you the actual barrel. It was like, see, it was just a little gritty even then. Like, it's weird. The actual inside of the slide, you can see the wear pattern is starting to show that wear pattern that's on the inside of my black one. I actually wet sanded it, my black one, to get it to function flawless. This one, I'm not gonna really do that. Probably should, but I'm not gonna really do it. I'm gonna just hit the range and, let like 250 go through it. You see how it kind of hang up? Now, it'll drop every time I drop the slide. It'll drop. It's just sometimes when I'm just regularly, it'll do it sometimes. It's weird, but I did shot it like this before, and it runs perfect. It's a little gritty. The finish, that's on this compared to this finish, and it being probably like a thousandth of an inch out of spec, but it's perfectly fine, man. Nothing wrong with it. I love it though. Regular F&Js for home defense. I ain't gonna lie. Regular F&Js. But yeah, man, let me know if that just helped y'all fix the dead trigger issue with the GX4. And I usually carry 17 rounds. 19 is killing. But yeah. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment, man. Hit the post bell notification. We got 600 some subscribers. Still going up. Hey, man. Make sure y'all join the Dress to Kill family. We out. Let me know.